Almost universally, they had predicted disaster. Dan Hodges, one of the great thinkers of our time, he tweeted early in the election, this is a quote, "Labour's vote is completely imploding and a significant proportion of it is switching directly to the Conservatives." And he said that Labour was going to get 20%. Nick Cohen, the Observer columnist, wrote a controversial column last week in which he just displayed some sexism. He said, "Can Labour MPs declare independence from Corbyn and run as a separate party, or do they in this country have to go down with the fall?" When Corbyn gave a press conference at the start of the election campaign, an ITV reporter asked, "You say you speak for the many, not the few, but only a very few people believe you." So this was the kind of general consensus in the media. On election day itself, the predictions came out from all the experts on politics that tell the rest of the public how politics works. John Rentoul said that the Tories were going to get a majority of 78. Piers Morgan went for between 90 and 100. Dan Hodges, who's never to be outdone when it comes to getting something wrong, said 110 Tory majority. And as we now know, the Tory majority was wiped out altogether. So how was it done? Well, I argue in the book that the election result was really an expression of the same phenomenon that had brought Jeremy Corbyn about in the first place. One reason why I think so many of those commentators got it so completely wrong was that they'd gone out of their way to not understand what had happened in the Labour Party over the previous 2 years. They had a habit of viewing Labour as if it was a controlled experiment, something being done in a science lab. So you could, this strange result had happened in 2015, and you could observe these bizarre phenomena, but you didn't really have to understand them because Labour was going to be crushed in an election anyway. But it should have been obvious, really, when you're talking about a party that grew to 500,000 members, that the Labour Party was part of society, and that if a significant proportion of those people in the Labour Party thought that the best response to the political world they were living in was to elect Jeremy Corbyn leader, it was always possible that a big proportion of the public could come to the same conclusion, but that possibility was completely ruled out.